ноги в танго, где моя любовь? Второго ранга, после ночи скажешь. И я ненавижу тебя, ненавижу тебя, ненавижу.
Here we are in this Radiuo.
Tyson was there too on you.
Yes, Tyson was there.
Очень сильный ход, ты дозвонился, как плохой боксер. Ты мне открылся из твоих глазах. Я все мелькаю, вот моя любовь. Она такая, после ночи скажешь. И я ненавижу тебя.
Only on the all-new 93.6 Ram FM.
Well, the time is 7:10. This is not going to be easy. We've got 4 comedians all trying to have a go at me and have a go at you and have a go at airlines and have a go at anything and everything that moves and lives and their hearts beat. So you've got to take it nice and easy. Whatever happens, folks, don't blame me. Blame the comedians. Don't blame me. This is the Israeli-Palestinian Comedy Tour, and the gents have arrived. Charley Warady, take a bow, and there's Aaron Freeman, hi Aaron, and Ray Hanania, and Hanania, and Israeli Campbell, Israeli Campbell.
I like that British thing you did. What was it?
Yeah. Just let me put my kippah on, and I'll be fine. I'll be fine with Israeli Campbell. Guys, apparently the show last night was terrific.
We had.
I wasn't there, but I've got to be honest.
You
my
weren't.
producer saw the show, and he said it was outrageous.
Francis was there. We waited for you, John. We waited for
you. Did?
Yeah, we held up the show, and finally, we realized that you weren't showing up. So, you know what? Half the audience actually stood up and left when they realized that you weren't going to show. We were kind of amazed. Yeah.
It was a comedy intifada we had at the Ambassador Hotel in East Jerusalem. We've started a whole new movement at that hotel there. Comedy intifada.
Right now, the man that fascinates me is Aaron Freeman. Now, Aaron, there's something, obviously, there's a commonality between yourself and one superstar by the name of Sammy Davis Jr. now, people, come on a second.
How old are you, man?
No, come on.
David, yes.
No. You should know.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a case of how old are you. It's a case of you should know your Yiddish. And for Sammy Davis Jr. to be asked the question, what's your handicap if you're playing golf, he would say, what else do you need? Are you with me? I'm black, I'm a Yiddish boy, and I got one eye.
I understand.
You're straight up and down, you're a good-looking fella, but you're black and you're Yiddish, and you're from the United States of America, and here you are with an Arab, and here you are with 2 other Yiddish fellas. You've got a rabbi behind you. I mean, do you feel comfortable here? I got to ask you, do you feel comfortable here?
I was really happy until I found out you were South African. I had really, that's what takes the whole thing to a different kind of level of intrigue. But no, we were having, these are my bloods. We were having a great time here. That we were down, as you mentioned, we were down at the Ambassador. It was really fabulous. But the whole point to being here was to be on Ram FM. And now we can go home. Now our mission is complete.
Our mission is done.
Yeah. And I just want to comfort you something about South Africa. You go to South Africa, they raise the flag, they put the red carpet down. I go to South Africa, the color of my skin, they go, hang on, let me have a look at your passport, boy.
Oh,
see, that's the difference.
So justice has come to South Africa. Now I understand.
You bet. Now the rabbi, please step up. Don't be shy. Use the microphone. It's yours. Make sure that everybody else is out the way. And here is the rabbi, the one and only rabbi. I've got to say good morning to Israel Campbell.
Thank you. Or as Ray calls me, the Zionist entity Campbell.
That's great, but I like the uniform.
Thank you.
I've never in my life, I've got to be honest with you, I've never seen a comic dressed up Not dressed up, because this is your regular attire.
This is the way I dress.
This is
like
certainly
on Shabbat and Yom Tov. I'm not a rabbi. You should know if you need an answer to a halakhic question. I'm not the guy to go to. Yeah, don't charge me. Ask for the money and I'll pay you, but I won't. I'm not technically a rabbi, but I'm a religious Jew.
Well, that's nice.
Yes.
That's nice. And listen, you can be a religious Jew and have a sense of humor and be a comic at the same time.
Right. Ray said he wanted to come along on the tour and bring his friend who was a convert in black, and Charlie said he wanted to bring his friend who was a convert in black also. So here we are.
And let me tell you something, just feel it's part of the family. I had the pleasure, must have been about 7 years ago, of spending a bit of time with Jackie Mason. And Mason was first to say, Mason, well, I'm Jewish. He said, I'm a rabbi. The family's a rabbi. My father was a rabbi. Why shouldn't I be? Why can't I be funny if I'm a rabbi? So if it's good enough for Mason, believe me, it's got to be good enough for you.
Yeah, but unlike Mason, my family's not rabbis. My aunt was a nun, which makes Jesus my uncle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not making that up. That's church doctrine. She's a bride of Christ. She's my aunt. He's my uncle.
That's amazing.
It is.
That's amazing.
Got me parking today here at the Malcolm Mall.
Did you have a good flight, Ray?
I had a great flight. But, I'm not going to let that Jackie Mason thing pass. Jackie Mason wouldn't appear with me.
Yeah.
And he called me every name in the book. He said I'm a camel, jockey, whatever, raghead. I'm just a terrible person. I said, raghead, I get all my towels from the Conrad Hilton, okay? So I resented that. We never appeared together.
Well, don't worry. If Jackie Mason upset you, believe me, he also upset Larry King.
I challenge him to appear right here on Ram FM, and we'll do comedy together with the Israeli-Palestinian Comedy Tour. Let him come down here. I want to do it with them. These guys have...
The views expressed on the station
and they thought I was Puerto Rican, but it's, it worked out.
But look, I got to ask you the question. I know everybody asks you the same thing.
Yes, I'm very good.
The views expressed on the station do not necessarily...
Yes, it does work. It does. Because these guys, come up with great jokes that I steal from them just to get even for all the tabbouleh and the hummus they've stolen from me as a people. I'm the people, right?
Yes. Yeah,
right. Did you have a good flight coming in?
The views expressed on the...
Tremendous. I had to go to the bathroom, and there was somebody in it. It didn't say occupied. It said disputed toiletry area.
Yes.
I thought it was really good. I had to wait there until...
Be honest with me. Were you sitting next to Aaron on the flight, or were you up front or at the back of the bus? Where were you on the flight?
In the cargo hold. In the cargo hold. Aaron, he's black.
Yes.
I thought he was Ethiopian. I didn't realize that he was black until you pointed it out.
That puts a whole spin on things.
Yeah, I thought the Israelis were black people too. I didn't realize that.
How do you take to flying? No problem?
The handcuffs are a little rough, but, normally I enjoy it. That gun pointed at me. You're always worried that the turbulence might pull the trigger by accident.
Well, Charlie said to me last time I spoke, I said, how do you feel about flying? Because flying is one of those little things that comics love because they can hold on to it and use it in terms of material. I said, Charlie, how do you enjoy flying with the national carrier El Al? And you gave me a funny line there.
Really?
Yeah, I said,
I gave you a funny line?
You gave me a funny line. I said something about do they accommodate you on the aircraft because they're very busy on the aircraft? And you came up with something that just knocked me out.
What, do you remember what it was? Because I sure don't.
You sure do.
What?
I'll tell you what you said to me. I said something about El Al Airline, and I said it's a good airline. And you said one day you wanted to check in a flight on El Al, and they're standing room only.
Oh, yeah.
That was your line. You say,
true.
See, I'm a nice guy.
I like it.
That's true. I should use that. Oh, wait, I do.
Aaron, you have no problem flying El Al?
No, I have no problem flying El Al.
But I got to ask you something. What's their reaction like when you order kosher food?
I do it on my computer, so they don't know. When I get there, they go, "You're Aaron Freeman."
Yeah.
But no, El Al was fine. El Al was a lot of. We learned. We were at Toronto. We flew in here. We were trying to find the El Al ticket counter, and we saw that it was genuinely the one where two guys with submachine guns were standing there, and it was really now we understood. And the line, there was no lines because it's Israel. It's all right. It's whatever. You just fight to get your bags up.
Yeah. Have you in terms of baggage? I saw a comic doing wonderful shtick on baggage claim. Have any of you guys experienced anything with regards baggage claim? When you picked up the wrong baggage, you opened up and there was a pair of whatever, a lady's bra, any kind of deal that you had with baggage claim.
The most interesting thing I've heard about baggage claim, I've not me personally, well, it is me personally. In Chicago, at O'Hare, at the baggage claim, it says, warning, you are being videotaped. Which you think, like, that should make us feel better. It should be like, relax, you're being videotaped. But they assume that somehow we're doing something that's going to get you into trouble. Go look out, they're looking for you. Yeah. But aside from that, it's all been fine. Unfortunately, they keep giving me my bags. And I'm really hoping to get some more interesting stuff. I'm hoping somebody will have some.
Change of wardrobe.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping for something better, but all I get is my old junk again.
Now you're up in the sky, you come down to land in Israel, in the Middle East, and wherever you guys are going to appear in Palestine and in Israel, and they all drive the same way. Doesn't driving freak you out here?
I'm a terrible driver. I fit in so well. It's just I am home. I love the way these people drive. I have no sense at all, so it's really great. Here they understand it, you know.
So you're going to be from Iowa.
Oh, there's too many cars in Iowa, too many people. My hometown is much smaller than that. I'm from Pembroke.
Okay. Israel, come forward. Hold my hand. Tell
You
me
know,
something.
John, I don't know if you know this. Do you know that Israelis take 28 driving lessons? To learn what? Lesson 12, driving on the curb.
Yeah. I got to be very honest with you. I refuse to drive here.
It's a good
I treasure
idea.
my life. I like my job. I want to stay alive.
I
I'm a
refuse
young
to
guy,
drive
you know
here
what
with
I'm
my eyes open. It's too scary.
Yes. What else do you find scary about traffic here? Besides, you know what is scary? Being a pedestrian is scary.
Yes.
Because on the zebra crossing, pedestrian, you're not sure whether the guy's going to take you out or stop.
That's true. That's true. Whether he's going to speed up or stop is exactly the problem. That's why I don't cross in the zebra.
No.
I take
you
my
jaywalk
chances in
or
the
you
middle
do-
of the block. Yeah.
You jaywalk.
If he knows I'm going to cross, he might speed up. If he doesn't know I'm going to cross, he might not have time to speed up.
All right. Paris Hilton. I wrote down a few things I'm going to ask you, fella. And I thought I would start off with the rabbi.
Nice
I gotta
segue, John.
Rabbinically speaking.
I've got to start off with the rabbi. Paris Hilton, what's your take?
She's, a crying blonde gets me every time. I wanted her to go to jail, but when she started crying, I thought she should go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was sympathy. You're a
Yeah,
rabbi. You're
I'm a
sympathetic.
rabbi.
Be the
I'm
fact that she's
empathetic
blonde
to-
and beautiful.
Right, and rich.
And rich.
That has nothing
And
to
the
do
heir
with
to the
it.
throne of the Hilton, whatever it is.
Hotels, nothing to do with it.
She shouldn't have gone to prison in the first place?
Well, maybe in the first place, but when she started crying, it was time to go home.
Oh, so hang on. Hold it a second. So if every prisoner had to start crying, the rabbi would say, take
I
him
didn't
home.
say every prison. You asked me about Paris Hilton.
Yeah. Okay. Paris Hilton. I tell you something. She is doing something right, that's for sure, because she's got to be the most celebrated celebrity in America right now. Question mark, is she a celebrity? And question mark, what is celebrity these days? Seriously. I'm being serious.
All I know is that after watching Paris Hilton, I don't want to be a celebrity. That's all I know. So she's helped me.
Yes. Who makes you laugh?
Who makes me laugh? Woody Allen when he was telling jokes. Richard Pryor. Lenny Bruce. None of these people are telling jokes anymore, but these are my
these are guys that you love.
heroes. These are my heroes.
Okay, what about that other nice Yiddish fellow that just knocks me out and cracks me over each and every time I hear? He gets better and better with age. Is Don Rickles?
Yes.
I love Don Rickles. Do you agree?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let me just turn to page 4 here. Page 4, the 10 Commandments. Rabbi, stay where you are.
Okay.
Now, seriously, I think it's terrific that you play the part of a comedian as a profession, and at the same time, you're sympathetic, you're understanding, you're a theologian, you're a studious man, you're an intelligent man, you're a rabbi. This is unbelievable. You're going to be the only rabbi, stand-up professional comic in the world.
There actually is a few in America. Yeah. But I think it's great too.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful. Now, tonight, tonight is Beersheba.
Beersheba. Tomorrow night, Haifa.
Tonight, you're off to
Wednesday night,
Beersheba.
Renana. Thursday night, Tel Aviv. And Saturday night, back in Jerusalem.
Okay.
Kol Nishama.
Ray, are you happy with the audience reaction so far? Because I remember the last time that we spoke, I was saying, what makes, I flew out from South Africa to do a morning show, try and be funny, but what makes Palestinians laugh? And you said, don't be so stupid. How can you ask me such a stupid question? What makes them laugh is what's funny makes them laugh. What's funny makes Jewish people laugh. What's funny makes Arabs laugh, Indians laugh, Chinese laugh, Japanese laugh. Could you guys do a show in Japan?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Do me a favor. You could do a show in Japan.
Yes, we could do a show anywhere. I tell you what, everybody has a sense of humor. You just got to bring it out. You got to talk about the things that are important to them. You got to really rip it open, not hold back, and we don't hold back at all. We take each other on like crazy. We're the Israeli-Palestinian Comedy Tour in Israel. In the United States, we're 3 Jews and an Arab. In the West Bank, we're Ray, Hanania, and the 3 hostages. And in Gaza, we're the 4 hostages, okay?
All right, Aaron, you know, I've got to ask you the same question. You don't have to agree with him. I mean, you know...
And I don't.
I know you don't. That's why I asked
totally
you.
don't agree.
What makes your acts work when you're playing to a mixed audience who very often through the pages of time have never laughed together, have never shared together? And there are 4 comedians who make them laugh. So what I'm saying is laughter the greatest medicine? Is laughter that makes them realize that there's so many great commonalities that people have? Are you with me?
I would say, I would. Well, my line is that comedy is an inherently optimistic endeavor. Comedy is a way of looking at life that makes happy endings seem inevitable. And that's, you know, the kind of the rap about our show is that if we can laugh together, Ray's line is if we can laugh together, we can live together. And so, you know, there's a sense of optimism. We are the message. You see, you know, the Palestinian, the Jews, the Arabs up there together, enjoying each other and trying and having a good time for your benefit. And we think that medium is the message. Oh, that was so serious. Wasn't that?
That was very good.
That was really serious stuff.
No, you didn't drop the line. Didn't drop the word. I think it's great.
Yeah, for 7 a.m.
Do you select between the 4 of you and say, all right, you may appeal to Palestinians, Ray, so you concentrate on the political figures, you know, that Palestinians
I used to
with.
do the Palestinian stuff myself, you know, and then Ray and you know, we just thought that we were working a little
Liberated me.
Yeah. But no, seriously, do you say, well, let's balance it out? So, because we realize, you know, we have Palestinian people in the audience, or, now there's going to be a question mark, we have Palestinian people and we have Israeli people in the, or do we say, forget it, they are just people, and we'll laugh at whatever we deliver together?
You know, we're always desperate to do whatever we can do to get laughs from anybody. We don't care at all. We're just whores. We're whores. We're whores, John. We're comedy whores.
Charlie, you go with that?
What was amazing about the show last night is that at the Ambassador Hotel, it was a very mixed audience, first of all. And there was a large Palestinian contingent, and it was just wonderful. And no, we didn't change our material at all. I certainly didn't. Ray didn't. And, you know, I do bits about, you know, Israeli politics and Palestinian politics. And I take shots at both. And I was particularly interested because I wanted to see how it would go over with a large Palestinian crowd. And they loved it. I have to tell you, one kind of serious story is that after the show, a Palestinian came up to me and he says, I have to tell you, he says, I have a Muslim father and a Christian mother, and I related to everything you guys are talking about. So it was wonderful. Yeah, we don't hold back, no.
We've got a couple of minutes to go. There's something that fascinates me about Jerusalem, and I'm not sure if you've had a look at it and thought, you know what, this is fascinating, and it's funny in a way, and that is dog poo. Now, let me explain what I mean. I have never, and I've traveled around like you guys, I have never ever lived in a city where when you walk like the Scots do because you're playing hopscotch all the time. There's a dump there and you've got to be... Have you ever known streets, and it's sad for me to tell you, why don't people use poop scoops?
I've never been in a city where the dogs were so brave that so many of them poop in the middle of the street. Everywhere else in the world, the dog scuffles off to the side, hides in the bushes, poops a little, and runs out. Here, the dogs are so confident, so brave, they just stand in the middle of the street, people walking by, cars going by, and they poop right there. Don't they have any shame, the dogs of Jerusalem? Because it's a cat city. It's a cat city.
Ah, now you're talking.
Thanks to the British.
Yeah.
Say to the British, send more cats.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it was great having you guys on the show. The Israeli-Palestinian Comedy Tour carries on. You go to Beersheba, and please correct me as I go along. You go to Beersheba this evening, and from there you go to Ra'anana.
Haifa tomorrow night.
Haifa tomorrow night, then you go to Ra'anana.
Then we go to Ra'anana on Wednesday night, Tel Aviv on Thursday night, and back in Jerusalem at Kol HaNishama on Saturday night.
Okay, and Tel
And
Aviv.
they can get the details on the times, the locations by visiting our website at ipcomedytour.com. And I just want to say, anytime I can come to a radio station named after an Arab village, Al Ram, I'm happy to do it, okay?
The last word in there. It's Zohar. Is it pronounced Zohar House?
Right.
In Tel Aviv.
Yes.
That's the big one. That'll be the big show. They're all big shows. This is going to be the break 4 legs and enjoy. And you guys are great. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Could you get on a radio station? Time for news now on a serious note. It is
7:30.